on caring. So as much as the space that we see with discriminatory language or aggressive, violent violence within intent, within language, within action, in all of that, what is also emerging is the other side, which is to do with compassion, which is to do with humanity, which is to do with harmony, which is to do with peace. And as a result of all this, many of us will now begin to value things like peace far more than we ever have. Not because it has become a new currency or a new fad, it's just the only way out of this, out of this shift that we are in, a storm that we are all engaged in. The only way navigating through that is to ensure that you shape your own life with your own hands. Can't rely on the external. There is no external savior. There is no external savior. You're going to have to save yourself. And this is about saving yourself from annihilation or any, saving yourself from um, stress, from anxiety, from depression, from that which lowers the quality of your life. So, as hard as this may seem, this is an excellent opportunity for us all to embrace and recognize what is of value to us, embrace what is happening, not to fear it, but to see it head on, not to hide from it, but to go through it. And how do you do it? By ensuring that you ground yourself in the moment of now, in that moment of peace as best as you can. And it ain't going to come from anywhere else. It ain't going to come from your prayers. It ain't going to come from your mosques or your gurdwaras or your churches or your communities or your marches. It's going to come from you. Only you are the source of your peace. And only you can learn how to cultivate that peace. So, really, what I wanted to suggest today was one, as difficult as the situation may seem, and it's very easy for human beings to be dragged into one side or the other, but to see it beyond that. See it beyond the hate, see it beyond the compassion, but see it as the emergence of duality, but also how the emergence of qualities that were hidden in us, but now they're emerging. See it as a grace, see it as a blessing. Don't have hate for the other, irrespective of what they do, what they say, how they behave, because duality works like this. And your hatred toward the other simply perpetuates it. So, better to rise above both than to try and convert one into the other. Doesn't work, never will work. Yeah. So, in that present moment, what we're doing is we are cultivating a way of looking at life where we can transcend the duality of that which brings disharmony to us. As much as this phrase we may have heard, which is for people being told to go back to their land of origin, when extraterrestrials turn up, which they will, October, November, December, I reckon, is the time that this is going to start becoming a bit more prevalent. Will we be shouting, go back to your planet? Will that be what brings humanity together? That we have now a new enemy? Is that what will bring humanity to its senses? Where we don't have to fight each other, because now we have something else to fight with, which is perhaps beyond your neighbor. So, as much as all the stuff that's going on around you, I would suggest keep an eye out, and be great if we were wrong. But wouldn't it be hilarious if we were right? Yeah? Wouldn't it just be hilarious? Yeah. So that's what we've got to look forward to. The hilarity, because life never works out the way you want it to work out. Existence is far more complex than we have ever given it credit for. And this new woo energy that's emerging everywhere is going to completely disrupt what we thought was real. So open your minds, look at the whole thing as a laugh, as a joke. Reality likes to play. I don't call it reality, I call it the phenomena. The phenomena likes to play its game. And its game is always duality, external or internal. Yeah. And how do you win the game? Simple. You need to rise beyond the duality and to realize that both have their place in the play of duality. When you get there, you will know. When you get there, you will know. Lack of judgment, clarity, presence. Presence in, if we embed ourselves in presence, then boundaries disappear. So it's not that I see the duality ceases to exist as a duality because your perception changes through presence. Has that answered that question? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do some meditation. Huh? Well, only we can go there. That's right. Let's see if we can get that today. So presence, presence, presence. So let me give a little bit more kind of guidance on this. So meditation have little grades, like little layers. Let's look at it layers. We go from the kind of gross layer through the emotionally kind of stuff, the mental space, the inner space, towards this silent space. Right? This silent space. This silent space has a number of qualities to it. The first is there's a silence to it, which speaks about it for itself, which speaks for itself. Oh, how ironic. Silence speaks for itself. Anyway, so we have the silent space, which we all kind of navigate towards. After the silent space, there is a space of stillness. Stillness. Now, stillness is a little bit different from silence, and it's a quality that has to be experienced. When the silence and the stillness are cultivated to whatever degree, it doesn't have to be very deep, but whatever degree, that crucible is now pregnant. It's now, there's a presence. Because in order for you to experience that, there has to be a presence, does it not? Awareness is a presence, is it not? So when you get into this space, you're not thinking, it is awareness by default. In that awareness, there is a sound. There is a sound. And that sound can only be heard, experienced, not heard, experienced, by immersing yourself, allowing yourself to be in the silence. So it's not an intention that I want to get to the silence. You just follow the instruction, and the silence is your default space, is where you come from. So mindfulness or meditation becomes more meaningful because in that silence, existence is revealed for what it is, and you are revealed for what you thought you were. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, start with your body, adjust your posture, back straight. Pull your shoulders back and just pull your chin in slightly. Your eyes are closed, your mouth is closed, and your jaw is relaxed. So as you draw your next breath in, bring your focus to your body as best as you can. Allow your chair, the ground beneath you to hold you, so you can afford to just loosen up slightly. Set your intention, and your intention is simply to be present to what's going on with you right now. And to notice what's going on with you right now, as you draw your next breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your body as a whole. Notice if there's anything that draws your focus. So this could be a tightness, it could be a pain, it could be an itch. And now, bringing your focus towards your eyes. Notice what's in your field of vision. Remember, we're going to look at what's happening with us right now. So when you direct your focus towards your eyes, what do you see? Darkness, back of your eyelids, next, you're going to take your focus towards your ears and you're going to begin to listen. So, what sounds are around you right now? Not trying to work them out, simply listening. Next, you're going to bring your focus beneath your nose. Begin to watch your breath. So, right this moment, the breath is flowing in, the breath is flowing out. Notice you're watching the breath move. The in breath has a start, middle, end. The out breath has a start, a middle, and end. See if you can bring your focus to the aroma in your breath, perhaps the incense. Next, if you bring your focus towards your mouth, notice your tongue, allow it to soften, and notice if there's a taste in your mouth. What is happening with me right now? And finally, to sweep the body for sensations, imagine a hula hoop above your head. As this hoop comes down, it begins to scan your body for sensations. So begin. Moving all the way down. As you draw your next breath in, bring your focus to yourself, your whole body. Notice if there's anything that draws your focus. Pain, ache, tightness, itch. And now if you draw your focus to the seat you're on, you will notice there are sensations in the body where your seat makes contact with your body. So bring your focus to those sensations. And as you breathe in, you allow this awareness to move up towards your hips. Slowly move down from your hips towards your knees, scanning your thighs. And then from your knees, you allow this awareness to scan the back of your legs. Remember, you're going to notice what's going on with you, your intention. Scan the front of legs, moving to your feet, and then moving slowly to the soles of your feet. And you want to hold your focus there for a short while. Next, bring your focus back to the seat you know. Allow it to hold you. Notice that your back is straight and upright. And gently you bring your focus from your lower back to your middle back. From your middle back, you bring your focus to your shoulder blades. Notice your shoulders. Allow them to soften. From your shoulders down to your elbows. From your elbows down to your wrists. Notice the palms of your hands. Notice the fingers on your hands. Next breath in, you bring your focus to your eyes. And once again, you're going to notice what you have awareness of. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to soften. Next breath in, bring your focus to your mouth. Notice your lips. Your upper lip, lower lip, the inside of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, inside cheeks. Notice the tongue, allow it to soften. And again. Notice your jaw, allow your jaw to soften. Next breath out, you allow your face to soften. And as the breath moves in, you bring your focus to your body as best as you can, having given it a thorough body scan. And now move your focus beneath your nose and begin to watch your breath. Allow your breath to breathe by itself. Notice the in-breath moving in, notice the out-breath moving out. Stay with your breath. Does your breath feel fast or does it flow slow? Stay with your breath. Does your breath feel warm or does it feel cold? Stay with your breath. Does your breath feel smooth or does it feel erratic? Stay with your breath. And now, on your next breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your inner space. Now that the body is calm, the breath is regulated, we begin to notice what's going on within us. How does your mental space feel? Calm? Agitated? And then gently bringing your focus to your chest, holding your awareness there as you notice the movement of your chest as the breath moves in and the breath moves out. Stay with the movement of your chest, synchronized with the breath. And then gently move your focus a bit deeper into yourself, right where your heart is. And as you hold your focus there, begin to notice how you're actually feeling right now. Do you feel peaceful within yourself? Do you feel in harmony with this moment? Everything is exactly as it needs to be. Is there an anxiety, fear, or is there calmness, tranquility? Deep within yourself, beyond the thoughts, beyond the emotions, your very being. Is it peaceful? Is it silent? And on your next breath out, you're simply going to open your focus to all the sounds around you and begin to notice the silence. The silence at the end of this bell. When you're ready, bring your focus beneath your nose, sitting with your breath in silence. Bringing your focus to your experience as best as you can. If you feel peaceful, focus on the peace. None of this peace, tranquility comes from outside. This is who you are. Next breath out. Expand your focus to include your whole body once again. And again, notice if there's any discomfort in the body itself. Slowly bringing our focus back into the body. Bring your focus to the seat you're on. Notice it still holds you in place. Sensations where the seat makes contact with you. From those sensations, you move your focus up towards your hips, slowly bringing awareness back into the body. From our hips, we move down towards our knees, scanning the thighs. From your knees, moving down towards your ankles. Noticing your feet, and then gently moving to the soles of your feet. And you want to hold your focus there once again for a short while. Bringing your focus back to the seat you're on. Again, notice the back is straight and upright. Shoulders are relaxed, as are your arms, hands. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is still closed, and your face is relaxed. And now, as you breathe in, you can sense your body. As you breathe out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you feel calm. Breathing out, you feel calm. And now just cultivating the intention to smile, just the intention to smile. And when you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw some slow, deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Take your time.